sweet friends, I am so excited for today. Today's the day of our party. Woo! Now listen, we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna put together a delightful array of wonderful nibbles and sips. But you know what we're gonna do first? We're gonna make our dessert first. And what I'm making is mini lemon pies. And I got these cute little mason jars here, so everybody can have their own little bite of pie in this little jar. I think this is a great idea. These are so much fun. So let's roll up our sleeves here and let's get making the graham cracker crust first. And what we're gonna need, sweet friends, is we're gonna need about 12 whole graham crackers. And we're just gonna put those in our food processor and make short work out of it. And then to this, we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of sugar. Alrighty, and I'm gonna go ahead and pulse that, and then I add my butter at the very end, okay? So let's get these guys all, you know, crunched up and happy here. Got a piece stuck there. Okay, now we're gonna add 6 tablespoons of melted butter. I love graham cracker crust. It's one of my favorites. It's a really forgiving crust. And I think everybody likes it, especially the kids. Okay, let's just whip that together real quick. That's perfect. It's done when it starts combining together and you see the graham cracker and the butter and the sugar all kind of sticking together. That's when your graham cracker crust is done. Okay, so now that we've got our graham crackers all nice and combined with the butter and the sugar, we're gonna put about 2 tablespoons in each of these little mason jars. That's a pretty generous tablespoon. So maybe like one and a half of those. You know, it equals out to just about 2 tablespoons. And I've got my little cocktail muddler and I'm just gently, really gently pushing down that graham crackers. I don't want to smash it into the bottom of my jar because when they bake, they're gonna get hard and I don't want it to be a really tough bite for everybody. So let's go ahead and just keep doing that, 2 tablespoons per jar. Okay, we're down to the last 2 jars, and 1 batch of graham cracker crumbs made enough crust for 12 of the little mini canning jars. So that's a good reference for you. It's gonna be pretty much spot on for that. Last one. I love it when a plan comes together like this. I was hoping that it would be 12, that I would get 12 out of it. And you know what? Lo and behold, we got exactly 12. So that's perfect. Win, win, win. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my 350-degree oven for about 9-10 minutes. And then I'm going to let it cool and then we'll put the filling in. Okay, our graham cracker crusts in our little mason jars are done. So let's get those out of the oven. They've been in for 9 minutes. Ooh, look at that. They smell so good. Now we're gonna let these cool for a little bit. And then I'm gonna get started on the filling for our little lemon pies. And this is my husband's grandmother's recipe, and it's the magic lemon pie. And it really is just the condensed milk, the lemon juice, a little bit of sugar, the rind of a lemon, and 2 egg yolks. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got some fresh lemons. And I am gonna start juicing the lemons until I get a 1/2 cup. I need a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And you can use the bottled lemon juice if you'd like. I just like to do fresh lemons. Okay, it's gonna take quite a few. So let's get busy with this. Okay, we have just about a half a cup of fresh lemon juice. Squeeze just a little teeny bit more in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, so there we have our fresh lemon juice. And we're gonna add to our bowl the lemon juice. We are going to use the rind of 1 lemon. And this lemon is not going to get wasted. It's going to go in my water. I love lemon water. I drink it all day long. Okay, so there we've got that. Now, we don't want to waste any of the goodness. I've got 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This stuff is amazing. Okay, let's add that to it. These recipes, these old recipes are just so wonderful. You can also do this with lime. If you want a lime pie or a key lime pie, you can do the exact same recipe, just substitute the lemon for lime. Got to get all the goodness out of that can. We need it all. Okay, so now let's give this a little stir. And then to this, we're going to add 2 egg yolks. And these are just large eggs. And I save the whites for when I do a little omelet. Yep. There we go. There's our 2 yolks. I've done that over the bowl before and completely ruined it. So yeah, note to self, don't crack your eggs over your bowl. Okay, let's go ahead and get all that goodness off our spatula here. Okay, yum. I'm gonna whisk it together until it's just really nice and combined. You know, back in the day, they would just eat the egg yolk, this filling just like this. They never even cooked it. But today we don't do that. So this is gonna go in our mason jars, and we're gonna cook at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. Okay, that's perfectly combined there. Okay, we're gonna take our little measuring cup here, and we're just gonna divide the filling into these jars. And this is about, what do I have here? 1/4 cup. And then these are gonna go back in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees. Individual pies are so much fun. People get the biggest kick out of them. You know, I don't know about you, but when I'm cutting my pies, I can never get a good clean slice, so this way it takes all the hard work out of it. Each little jar is just perfect. Okay, sweet friends, we've got all of our mason jars filled with the pie filling. Now they're gonna go in the 350 degree oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, sweet friends, I've got the pies, the mini pies out of the oven, and I only got enough filling out of the recipe to do 9 pies. So 3 of them didn't get filled, but that's okay. You know what? 9's gonna be perfect. So what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna make the fresh whipping cream, and then that's gonna top each one of these pies. So super easy to do. Now if you feel like you don't wanna do this step, you can always just buy a can of Ready Whip or use Cool Whip, but I like the homemade whipping cream because hey, it's a party. We're celebrating. If we're celebrating, we gotta go all the way, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, I got a fresh thing of vanilla here. Let's see if I can get it open anyway. We might have to just... Okay. Ah! Okay, here we go. I can't get it open. Let me get a knife. the darn thing. Isn't that just the way it goes? Okay, so I need a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm eyeballing. Teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm gonna do just about a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. And I put it in increments. I don't want to put it all in at once. I'm going to get it whipping a little bit first. And then I am going to give it a little taste. I don't want it overly sweet because I don't want it to overpower the tartness of our pie. So let's get this incorporated. And always use a deep bowl because you don't want this stuff going all over the place because you are going to end up turning it on high. Okay? I got my little tasting spoon here. I think in the world of foods, whipping cream is probably right up there in the top 10 for me. Okay, I'm gonna crank it up. Okay, our whipping cream is done. It took about 3 to 4 minutes to get it to the consistency that I want. You don't want to over whip it because we don't want to turn it into butter. But I used not quite a 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar. Like I said, I didn't want it overly sweet. So there's our beautiful whipping cream. And these pies are not quite cool enough. I'm going to actually put them in the refrigerator. But first we have to taste it. Woo. It's delicious. Okay. Hi, sweet friends. You know what? I had 3 of our little mason jars with the baked graham cracker crust in them, and I just couldn't let them go without something being in it. So I went through the pantry and I found a small box of the Jell-O cook and serve chocolate pudding, and I was like, you know what? I have done that before when I've done huge parties with a lot of these little mini pies, and I did some lemon meringue, some key lime, some chocolate. So I'm gonna go ahead and put chocolate pudding in these cuties, and that is gonna be a nice way to use up the 3 that I had left over. And you know what? So 3 of our guests are gonna be really delighted when they get to have a little bit of chocolate pie. So just wanted to share that idea with you guys. I wasn't gonna let these little graham cracker crumb pie jars go to waste. So they're gonna be filled with a little chocolate pudding. Okay guys, the last little bit to this wonderful dinner is our little pies. Oh my gosh. So remember, when I made the lemon pie, I didn't have enough filling for all 12 jars. So I found a little box of cook and serve pudding in the pantry. So I went ahead and made some chocolate pies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a dollop of whipped cream. We made that homemade whipping cream. We're gonna put some whipping cream on top of these adorable little individual pies. And you know what? Whoever gets a chocolate one, they're getting the winner because I think I used the whole box of pudding on just a couple pies. Okay, so here we have those. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of these little I've got these cute little mini chocolate chips. I'm gonna sprinkle a couple of those on top of each of our little chocolate pies. Not that people won't see that they're different, but just in case, that, you know, kind of gives them the signal and the wink and the nod. It's like, that's chocolate. And a lot of times I will go ahead and do a little lemon zest on the lemon pies. The only thing is I just don't feel like doing it, so I'm not gonna do it. But you can, if you wanna do lemon zest on your lemon pies, by all means, just go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna just finish putting the whipped cream on these precious little individual pies. I'm gonna go ahead and put them out on the table for when our guests arrive. The dessert's gonna be out there as well because I know some of my friends are gonna want dessert first. I can't wait to see how this whole thing comes together.